also discussed augmented reality, robotics, AL, ML, and we have read about the other things also. And in the morning we were reading about the role of human in that part and the challenges in Industry 4.2, which led to the development of Industry 5.0.
So anybody else want to tell something from the external participant? What you have learned till
we have, apart from the regular lectures that we have also done an article series wherein we have studied Industry 4.2 and 5.0, how that transition is happening, what are the key challenges and limitations of the technology that is being there, and what is the future scope of this technology. So in these four days, we have tried to cover and understand about Industry 4.0 and what is the future of Industry 5.0, and that is going to be like.
So it means to say that all the basic things you have already covered, like what is the industrial revolution, industry, first revolution, second revolution, third revolution, fourth revolution, as well as right now we are in the transition phase of from 4.0 to 5.0 in the transition phase. And the name of this particular topic is basically Industry 4.2, and we all are from academy. We don't have anything related with the industry. So it is not quite common for us, because earlier regularly we are studying a topic, academic related topic, but this is particularly industry. So how we can match our existing knowledge with the actually what is happening in the industry, in that is a key challenge for an academician. There is still a vast challenge in the Industry 4.0 and 5.0, but as a faculty, what challenge you will face? You will get the theoretical knowledge, but actually you cannot know how industry is expanding, how industry is developing, how they are day by day changing their operations, methodology, process, and all these things. So this is the main challenge of the faculty. So maybe tomorrow you will go for the industry visit. So definitely you will get some idea about the theoretical view and the industrial view of how you can match these things. But because my topic is not related to tell you the basic things about this topic, I just wanted to discuss about the R&D aspects of Industry 4.0 and 5.0, and wanted to give you some view how industry actually working. Because in academic terms we are just going for the theoretical way, and somehow we are trying some softwares. Some software, like there is a software session also, so 5 software is there that you already getting awareness regarding the same. But in terms of R&D, so basically first of all I just wanted to tell you what do you mean by research and development, and how research and development is developing in academic and in terms of industry. So basically in academic, research and development these are in terms of either paper publication or in terms of patents or technology transfer. You can say the PTU, patent technology transfer. In terms of industry, basically they are doing research to develop more fine product, more efficiency, more productiveness, more ROI, more valuable values. Like if we are talking about Industry 5.2, then more values, human values, sustainability and resilience, and these sort of things in industry, actual terms. So how exactly their employee is feeling, how they are recruiting the people on the basis of these conceptual thing about the Industry 5.0. So R&D is going also in a two terms. One is in academic and one is in industry. And basically you can say that from the pre-industrial revolution to Industry 5.2. And two dimension I just also wanted to give you. We are in India and there is another word, European and American. So So there is a lots of difference in terms of academic understanding about these things as well as in terms of industrial development. Because in American, you can see in different videos or news, they are developing more, they are using these technology more. Even their publication is getting more in more reputed journals, and they are actually getting the patents, and their PhD model is project based model. Our PhD model is title based model. We are just selecting a title, and then we are and where they are just going for the project and they are developing something and then they are getting the PhD. So that is the vast difference between the our model and European model as well as American model. So in terms of that, there is a difference, because when we are talking industry 4.0, 5.0 in terms of Indian context, it is very different from American context. In terms of one sector, I am actually working, and I am very eager to get to see the development in that sector in India, that is called agriculture sector. Even I haven't seen any factory where things are sorted by the machines, they are sorting, but here humans are doing everything. And that is the way in terms, if we are discussing about the China model, they are actually already adopted all these things, and that's why they are growing in a much faster rate than us. Our economy is around 5.3 and there is 15 point something. So they are more, third times more to us. So in that way, we have to get the adaptation and the actual implementation of the 4.0 and 5.0 in field operations and all this. So that thing is lacking right now. So I will expect from you that after attending this faculty development program, you opt this topic as a research and development for you, because in our regular curriculum we are not getting that much of deepness about the subject when we are teaching to our students. Because if we will go for the research, we have to go for the deepness of the subject. We have to find out the recent trends about this particular concept or subject. So in that way, my request to you, after attending this session or FDP, you just go through the research papers, then connect with the industry, and then evolve something in that manner, so that you can actually produce something and you can actually management something that are already running in the industry, not in terms of theoretical means. Just see the practical application of these things in any industry, then you can gain so much about, and you can then proceed your further research about these topics. So, and one thing I just wanted to add in this thing is, Government of India is also giving so much fund for the startup, because you are from the management background, so you know that right now government is more focusing on each student will go for and open own startup, so that if one startup is open, then hundreds or 200 jobs created by the student. So government is also wants that key existing industry can convert into industry 4.0 and 5.0, so that more production, more skilled labor will come into the industry, and more job will create and more productivity will create, and especially in the agriculture sector, because we are lacking in the agriculture sector, and most of the Indian population lives in the villages and agriculture. So without implementing these technology in the agriculture sector, even medical healthcare is using these sort of thing, even our production lines is using, but in agriculture we are still missing. So there are lots of vast of scope in the agriculture where you can apply your R&D. And last point before going for the detailing of this thing, last point is that if something happening in US, they are already doing by research and develop something, but in India, if we are not implementing these things, then there is no means of any research. So we have to develop our own research model, then we have to actually implement implement these things on the ground, then the means of achieving the excellence of Industry 4.0 and 5.0. So, I will give my session in two parts. In first part, I will discuss about the PPT aspects about the thing. In the second part, I will show you some videos. These videos from the industry, like leading industry from Siemens, those who are pioneering for Industry 4.0 and 5.0. And I will also show you some recent areas where right now US community or European community is right now working for getting the more deepness about the research and more security, more different aspect, so that they can improve the existing Industry 4.0 and 5.0. So I will start with my presentation, and these are the points to be discussed. So this is the introduction, you have already gone from that. So I will just discuss about some different aspect. Right now we are in the Industry 5.0 phase. Right now we are in the Industry 5.0 phase, and next we have to move into another revolution. When it will come, nobody knows. When it will come after 10 years or 20 years or maybe next 5 years, it depends. So we can predict that its name should be 6.0. Its name should be 6.0, and how much it will differentiate from 5.0, because right now we are in the developing phase of 5.0 itself. And one thing, because one faculty is from the pharmacy background, so one thing I just wanted to tell you about that. During the COVID pandemic, what happened? Industry shut down. Supply chain is not working in that way. If some raw material required to some company, it is not getting that thing in that way. So 5.0 is also discussing about that thing, resilience and that of thing, how we can work during the disaster situation also. During the disaster situation also, so that our supply chain will not affect, and we are getting the product on time, right time, and customizable product. Because lots of drugs is coming that time, but whether it suits to particular patient or not, so in that way we can customize our medicine or customize our product also according to the need of the customer. So that is the challenge we have faced during the COVID pandemic. And so basically 5.0 is developing on that way. Even in the Japan, when tsunamis come there, lots of systems shut down and destroyed. So how they have planned out in the next phase, so that next time if that sort of thing happens, how they can use the model without disrupting any services. They don't have to rely on one particular supplier. There is a multiple supplier, so that they can get a continuous production without disrupting through any disaster situation or any sort of situation. Right now, one example I just wanted to give you. You have heard about the National Stock Exchange. National Stock Exchange, Indian Stock Exchange. One is BSE and other one is National Stock Exchange. Recently, National Stock Exchange launched a trading site that is called DR site, Disaster Recovery Site. And the location of that disaster recovery site is just where earth you cannot stop the trading market and all these things, even flood, even fire situation, or even the cyber security, even the security attack situation.